Oh. Waiting for the lights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And we're off racing here for Summit League Racing Mckeon Division Round 15 here in Suzuka, Japan. And you got Gorzy getting off to a good launch. Oh, there's already contact at the start here. And that is pure heartbreak for Race Roller. No safety car out. And Corey is up 3 spots in all the shenanigans. Simba up 2. Gorzy sitting pretty in P2. Right behind B Midzi as we go up the Dunlop for the first time here in this race. Well, I mean, that was obviously pure heartbreak if you are a Race Roller fan. Now, both Mercedes end up being at the end. You can see an instant replay to the right, live to the left, though. Don't worry. We're not missing anything. You can see just complete, yeah, it looked like the Ferrari just clipping the back there and sending Race Roller the wrong way. Meanwhile, you got Corey on the heels of Simba here. Already up 3 spots, looking to make it 4. Gorzy probably going to have to box early on those softs, but is already making moves on B Midzi for the lead as we go into the Casio, and Simba retaking over Corey, keeping the lead ahead of Corey. Corey tried to go for her, but Simba going to hold off for the time being. So Gorzy taking advantage of the softs, but I'm sure we all know that these going to have to come in sooner rather than later. You got him having a look on the inside of Corey now as we go through turns 1 and 2. Oh my goodness. I mean, if that doesn't put your throat into your stomach, I don't know what will. Just coming out of the S's or through the S's. Very tight battle there. Everything looks smooth. Oh, no, we have a virtual safety car. Ladies and gentlemen, something has happened between Sem and Sora. Looks like Sora got the worst of that. And yeah, everyone just following that dreaded Delta. Hopefully no one gets that stupid drive-through penalty. I'm sure everyone hates the dreaded drive-through penalty. Okay, so I guess we're still waiting for the VSC to end. And okay. It's lasting a little bit longer than I thought, to be honest. I don't know what's happening. It should have ended quite a bit ago. Some drivers taking advantage. Oh, there he goes. Race back. So Jam did get a little bit of an advantage, but not like too crazy. Looks like Sem is just retired. So we have our first retirement in the race. And I think actually it's not even a retirement. I think Sem crashed into the exit or into the entrance of the pits. I was just looking at my mini map. Obviously, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but that's what it looked like on the mini map. Just kind of stuck there at the entrance to 18. Meanwhile, Sem's teammate Corey still hunting down for that 3rd position here in this race, with of course Ham right on his tail. Also our championship leader doing what he does best, staying consistent. Already up 2 spots from where he started, sitting in P6. And kind of just waiting in the wings, making sure everyone... He's kind of the Burt in this situation. Oh, it gets a little squirrely on the exit there of Spoon. Lost a little bit of time to him and might leave himself susceptible to Blaze if he keeps up that shaking of the rear end. All these drivers, though, on hards, though, so you guys can see got Race Roller, Sora, and Jam on the different kinds of tires. And, of course, Gorzy up at the top. But Blaze has already actually gone a little bit faster than Gorzy. So the hard runners are going faster than even Gorzy up there at the front. So is it possible that the softs are already falling off? What a camera angle this is through the S's on the McLaren nose. I mean, it doesn't appear that Gorzy's slowing down. He's sitting at 9/10. He's going a little bit faster. He's obviously trying to break the DRS, which is a full second. And it looks like he's going to be able to do it for the meantime. But yeah, that's going to be the biggest question for Gorzy. When are the softs going to fall out? We know the softs are going to fall out way sooner than these hard tires. It's just when is that going to happen? That's the biggest question. See Gorzy also doing really well when it comes to battery consumption, sitting at around 82%, finally using a little bit as he goes out of spoon. I think he's a little upset that he lost that 1 second gap because Midzi is looking real nice on these straights. You can see the straight line speed difference. I don't know if this is necessarily the tires. I have a feeling this has to do with the setup difference. As you can see, the exit speed of Gorzy, especially in the slow corners, Gorzy seems to have the advantage. But when it comes to that straight line speed, B Midzi has it. And here we go. Simba and Gory having a battle. And you love to see it, honestly. At least when there's no, carnage and collisions and they're just making attempts at overtakes. Very fun to watch here. So hopefully the camera angle doesn't disappoint, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, I do not control that. I wish I did, but hey, Codemasters, maybe something to work on for next year. Ha! I know, right? I'm trying to be optimistic, folks. I'm trying to be optimistic. Anyways, back to the race. Sitting with Jurassic Blaze in P7. Still stuck in this DRS train first. All the way down to P9 right now. And everyone is nice and together. Keeping each other company, which is always good to see. So you got Ham looking good. Corey looking good. They haven't been able to make a move per se just yet, but they're always right there. Oh, did Jacob just fall out of DRS range from Drastic? I think he just got it. He's pushing his luck, though. He might leave himself susceptible to Crispy later on if he can't maintain that DRS or that 1 second gap between himself and Blaze. We already know Blaze is fast in his own right. Oh, Race Roller's out. Race Roller's out, and that's a full Bert's out. Ladies and gentlemen, Bert is out. Race Roller has crashed at the exit of 2, if I'm not mistaken. Must have clipped too much curb. And yeah, Bert has fully come out. It's a full safety car. And this actually might work out in Gorzy's long-term strategy. He'll technically get a free pit stop. He'll be allowed to go on to the hards. Yeah, I can definitely see this working out for Gorzy. You can see almost the entire grid on hard, so I'm assuming they will all stay out. Unless some of them have like a brand new fresh set of hards, which I don't think would make sense considering you're forcing yourself into a 2-stop strategy if that in that case. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't think any of the hard runners will be coming in. It's quite early for hard tires. The soft runners, though, I can see them coming in. Sora, Gorzy, we're going to see right here, though. And yes, Gorzy is indeed going to come in here. Oh, my goodness. 5-second time penalty. Yeah, you can see Gorzy literally made a mistake. You can almost see it there, actually. Watching him come into the pits. So there you have our first time penalty of this session in here. We were literally just on board with Gorzy. You can see, almost looked like Gorzy was going to crash into that little left bit of wall, and luckily gets it to turn right, but ends up enduring the 5-second time penalty. And by the way, obviously, you guys can clearly tell I know shit all about strategy, because everyone that was on hards, except for Blaze, has come into the pits for a fresh set of mediums. So there you got it. I mean, we still have, what, 20 laps to go in this race. Obviously, you guys out there will know a lot better than me if the mediums will last 20 laps. My prediction is they're going to be hurting towards the end, and they'll probably hope for one, like a pit stop or a late safety car. Because I just don't think they're going to be that good in the long run. Drastic Blaze, as long as he can keep good temperature, he should be okay. 6-lap old hards is not like worn out tires whatsoever. And I'm sure he'll be banking on that. Everyone, will need to take another pit stop regardless, just, because of the situation on the mediums. 20 laps on the mediums, that's a lot to ask. Actually, I think it's even 21, if I'm being honest with you guys. I know a couple laps will be under, Burt, but at the same time, it's still going to be eating up tires, especially when you're in dirty air. And all these guys are now bunched up into a full DRS train once again, especially we're just waiting on Jam. But yeah, we're gonna go around one more time, it seems like, folks, and then we should be getting back to racing speed. So just hold on to your butts, folks. Actually, better thing, hit your bulls, grab your beers, go to the loo, do what you gotta do. And we will be right back to racing speed shortly. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, just fast forward one little lap. Here we go. All right, I'm back, folks, and I'm ready for some Rossin. Gonna have 19 laps left in this race once Burt comes back in. Actually, I never got a chance to look at the prediction. Oh, 100%. So only people betting on B Midzi to win this race. I guess we're gonna have to see, folks. We are going to have to see. Ooh, safety car in this lap too. All right, so Drastic going to start us off ahead of Gorzy, B Midzi, Simba, Corey, Snipes. Everyone has done a mandatory pit stop in this race except for our leader currently. And now officially we go back to racing. Now Gorzy has a 5-second time penalty. Technically, if he makes another pit stop, they're automatically going to serve it for him. But that obviously is going to hinder him another 5 seconds. So, excuse me, Gorzy has a lot of work to do on that fresh set of hards. And I think the first goal in his master plan is to get ahead of Blaze ASAP Rocky. Of course, that's going to be easier said than done, but that's what he's going to try. And he is right behind Blaze right now. Using a little bit of battery as well. Having a look as we go down into the hairpin. Got to think better of it for the time being. Not a very good place to go side by side. And especially with that 5-second time penalty, he doesn't want to be pushing his buttons either. You got B Midzi, or pole sitter from qualifying. Sitting in P3 right now. Fresh set of mediums. He's, pretty much all those hard guys went on to a fresh set of mediums. Still not sure if the mediums will last till the end of the race, but we're going to find that out in, what, 15, 16 laps time. Get an idea on what these drivers are thinking. And then we got Gorzy having looks, but not able to get the move done for the time being. And now this will be the long run down into turn 1. Gorzy using some batteries. Same with Blaze, though. You see, trying to get that slipstream. Is he going to get close enough? No, there's a little bit. I think there was a slight bit of contact. Nothing too major, though. Oh, my goodness. Gorzy almost going onto the grass, and he goes through the move of the S's. What a cheeky little move from the Ferrari. And now Midzi. Gonna try and think of it as we go up Dunlop. Coming up the inside into Designer. Nicely done. Simba tried to do the same. Blaze closes the door. For the time being. Oh no, it goes too deep. And now he loses multiple positions. Oh, that's heartbreak. For Blaze. I mean, I don't think the tires were the fault. I think just Blaze made a lapse in judgment there. And has now lost out way too many positions to count. And it was looking so good on that first lap of the restart. Just didn't pan out the way I thought. I'll be honest. Also, Ham on a nice fresh set of sauce. I just noticed that. Sitting in P6. Gonna try and maybe make some moves. And of course, Snipes doing what Snipes does. Literally sniping spots one by one. And of course, Snipes' next victim possibly could be Corey in the Haas here. Which is ironic because I believe Corey is second place in the Drivers' Championship and Ham is third. So literally our top 3 side by side. And ironically, they're not top 3. Currently, those positions have been granted to B, Midzi, and Simba. And then, of course, Gorzy there in P1. Though it is important to note that 5-second penalty really going to hurt. Gorzy just needs to pull away from Midzi. Just get away. Which, yeah, is going to be very hard to do. Now we're going down into Spoon. A lot of drivers getting real close to their counterparts up ahead, but just not able to get any moves done there. Simba having a look, though. Maybe having a think as we go down into Casio. Or, sorry, up into Casio. Well, has to think better of it for the time being. Now we're going to go into that DRS section, but everyone has DRS except for Gorzy. Midzi's nice and close. And here goes Midzi as we go down into turn 1, and he gets the move done. So B, Midzi returning the favor and now is sitting comfortably in P1. It's just a matter of can he extend that gap between himself and Gorzy. We've already seen Gorzy get cheeky and sneaky through the S's. Not this time. You guys need a reminder and you missed out though. Here was that first overtake by Gorzy. Absolutely gorgeous driving as he goes right up the inside. Woohoo! You love to see it. Lots of drivers taking different approaches to that turn. Everyone just trying to gain a little bit of an advantage. Maybe going for different lines here as we go. Have a Ferrari. Having a look who we got. It's him and Snipes. And that entrance to Spoon going too wide is always scary. Especially with the cars going so fast. I don't know. Ham might have left himself susceptible here. Let's see how the exit speeds are for him and Crispy, respectively. Williams' car right there. Of course, also, we have to remember that Ham is the only driver right now on the grid with that soft rubber. And as I was saying earlier before, I mean, we got an early safety car, so I didn't really get to see how long the sauce necessarily lasts, but we're going to get an idea right now. And honestly, the way I look at it is if Ham falls out of DRS range from Snipes, that's kind of going to be the clear indicator for me. And of course, Crispy and Jacob just waiting in the wings. Meanwhile, Gorzy's been doing pretty well for himself. Just holding 6 lap old tires. Of course, that stupid 5-second time penalty, but he's not letting it deter him. Almost looked like Midzi went a little deep there into Spoon. Might have got a track warning. I'm sure you guys will know better than me. Let's see, Casio. No, of course, he's not going to go for a move just yet. Right behind Midzi, though. It's all about this exit speed. Oh, man, Midzi looks like he's got the better exit speed right now. And I don't think it's going to be enough. You see, he's much faster, but it's just he can't get past the McLaren before they start braking. That's the biggest issue for him right now at this point. You can see P1 all the way down to P12 within a second of each other. This is actually getting a little ridiculous. Jacob now maybe having a look at Crispy. Throwing a couple monkey wrenches into the fray here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it from the McLaren. Sitting P1 and 8 as a constructor currently right now. Lap 14 of 27. So we have officially approached the halfway point in this race. And realistically, only time will tell if anything is going to majorly change the complexion of this race. I'm mainly curious to see what's going to happen with regards to these medium runners. They're looking good right now. Even Simba now having looks at Gorzy. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, he's going for it. Into Casio. Up the inside. Gorzy has nowhere to go. And now Corey's coming. Oh my goodness. You can see Corey and Snipes. Sniping. Wow. 3 positions in basically 2 corners. And now Gorzy is going to be a man on a mission, I am sure, here. Or maybe he's just going to sit back. Maybe go in for an early pit stop or something. I don't know what he's going to do. That 5 seconds just freaking sucks for him. And he's up there in the fray. He's with these guys. Maybe he can go for a sneaky undercut and make up the 5 seconds. I don't know. Oh my God, Gorzy. And now Ham is getting into it. Ham trying to get past his teammate on that soft. That's another thing too. Ham is going to have to come in. Because definitely Ham will not be able to go to the end of the race. Does get the move done on the teammate. So Ferrari's switching positions. And yeah, that's going to be interesting to see when Ham decides to come in. Yeah, this race is not over by any stretch of the imagination. It is not a clear-cut victory for anybody here. Then Corey and Simba battling it out. Snipes is right there. Oh, Snipes coming in early. Okay, so our championship leader has just started the pitting war, I guess you could call it. Our top three are literally bunched up together in the S's. That's going to slow them down. You can see Ham slowly catching up, making up that ground between himself and Corey. That was obviously had Snipes there. Snipes coming out in P12, it seems, according to my timing sheet there. Also, another driver that made a pit stop there was Drastic Blaze. So those drivers will definitely be able to go to the end of this race, going for that undercut, trying to make up as much ground as they possibly can. Our top 10, though, Metal is there, Sora's up there right at the moment. I'm actually curious to see, I think Gorzy actually might try and stay out as long as possible, or until the end, even. So even with that 5-second time penalty, if everyone has to come into a pit stop and Gorzy stays out, and, you know, Bert fucks off, essentially. Oh, see, there you go. There you have it. So is Gorzy actually... He's risking it for the brisket, obviously. But his closest challenger, here we go. Corey is coming. B Midzy through on fresh mediums. Here we go. So it's Midzy, Simba, Corey. No changes in the pits. At least according to my knowledge there. Jam is just taking the fastest lap of the race, by the way, to anyone who cares. Jam obviously needs to get into the top 10 if he wants to get the fastest lap point. Oh boy, oh boy. So Snipes, that cheeky undercut, has actually gotten past B Midzy. You can clearly see it. This is insane. Championship leader pulling it off. And yeah, you have to think Gorzy is going to have to stay out now. I think with that 5 seconds, if he wants any chance at actually winning this race, he needs to make those tires last. Now it's 10 laps to go, 21 laps. Eee. So be interested. Jacob is getting real close to Gorzy. Is Jacob going to jump into the pits? Yes, Jacob is. Riggsy does not. Sora staying out as well. Okie dokie. So our top three holding their own for the time being. It's officially 10 laps to go. The gap between Snipes and the leader, Shiza, sorry, is, what is it? Hold on, sorry. 16.5 seconds is the gap between Snipes and the leader currently. And of course, subtract the 5 seconds, so you have 11.2 seconds is the gap. Then again, of course, you still have to worry about Sora and Riggsy as well. You can't forget about Sora, or discount Riggsy and Sora. They, of course, have no time penalties. I think it's just going to be really hard for Riggsy, personally, to be able to finish this race on that medium set. The hards probably can risk it to the brisket, but, yeah, much easier said than done. I probably wouldn't be able to do it. But if anyone can do it, it's these guys here in Mckeon, so we'll see. Snipes slowly but surely making up time, but of course Snipes has to contend with Midzy and Simba and Corey and all these other guys as well, right? And if they start getting into battling, they might slow each other down, preventing them from being allowed to catch up to Sora and Gorzy right now, which you can see Riggsy now has come into the pits. So really it's just going to be a battle with the hard tires here. Can they prevent battling each other and slowing each other down to the point where Snipes can't catch up dramatically. Riggsy's just coming out on a fresh set of softs. But yeah, he's going to fall down massively here. And now Midzy makes the move for technically the chance at winning this race. I have a feeling we may see like a couple exchanging of the hand here. So you go through the S's up the Dunlop. And this is another thing I really enjoy about Mckeon Division. It's even though these trains sometimes can get annoying, especially if you're the driver and you know you don't want to be stuck in dirty air for the entire race. But as a commentator, and I think as just a viewing fan, it just really does make the race kind of more favorable in all situations, especially with any driver up at the front can make anything really scary for those back runners. So but of course, we've seen a lot of good driving here tonight. Lots of sneaky overtakes. And obviously, in a track specifically where you don't see many overtakes as well. So it's definitely been fun to see. And it looks like Sora gonna go for the lead of this race, officially on track. And Sora does have 1 lap younger tires than Gorzy. Will that play a major factor? I'm not sure. Currently, though, I can tell you, though, B Midzy sitting at 12.8. And there it is. Oh, my goodness. Bert is out. Bert has come out. And now this is actually going to give Gorzy a chance to get rid of that 5 second. He's still going to fall, I think, in the midfield. But Sora is looking strong now. It sucks because Sora's going to have to give up it completely. But we'll have the freshest set of tires on the grid to get on this restart. This is going to be very intense. I'm not sure who crashed to cause that incident. Well, I think Jam does not have a front wing, folks, and neither does Metal. So I think it's safe to say those are our culprits here today. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Alright, so I'm going to go up to the tops because I want to watch these two, and I'm sure you guys are curious to see what's going to happen. But then again, of course, our other drivers can easily come into the pits as well. Is that what everyone's going to do? Just come out in fresh pair of boots? Just fresh pair of red rubbers? Is that what we're going to see right now? Alright, Sora on 1 lap old mediums. Gorzy has served the 5 seconds. And is, oh my goodness, he's going to get lucky? No, Midzy's staying out. So Midzy stayed out, Simba stayed out, Corey stayed out. So is Jacob, though. So Jacob has gone quite a few positions, up into P5. And Gorzy with the 5s, yeah, just right behind Sparks. Almost got out ahead of Sparks. But we'll have to settle for P7. And obviously the 5 second penalty is the reason he's so far back. But at least that monkey is off his back. And now he can get going. Well, you guys can clearly see the tire strategies for our drivers. Sparks, Jacob, Corey, Simba, and Midzy all staying out on their tires, not coming in for a fresh set. They will go to the end of this race with that compound they're on right now. And then the rest of our drivers pretty much have a brand new set of tires, and definitely could make this race quite intriguing, to say the least. Gorzy, we've already seen it, has been quite rapid on those soft tires, especially at the start of this race. But then again, the competitors around him were on hards at that time, so the softs really, you could really catch that difference. We'll see if the fresh softs versus the 4-lap old mediums is going to be that much of a difference either. So I think we're probably going to go around one more time, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys know what you got to do. If you got to do it, of course. We have a little bit of time. So I'm just going to hit a ball quickly. And I should be back in time for the restart of this race. Oh, Crispy coming in. Interesting. Crispy coming in. Jacob. Something happened with Jacob there. It was just up ahead, too, actually. Maybe Jacob making an error. Usually the game makes you fix that if something drastic didn't happen, but it seems like something drastic did indeed happen. So, yeah, Jacob's now in P6. Sparks gets a free position under the safety car. That's always nice. All right, so should get the signal shortly that Bert's coming in. And of course, 5 laps to go in this race. Everyone bunched up once again. All right, here we go, folks. Last 5 laps of this race, knock on wood. And we are off. Midzi ahead of Simba, ahead of Corey and Sora. The top 6 has stayed out. Well, actually, pretty much, except for Sora. Sora's on technically fresh tires, or fresher. And Simba has actually made the move into turn 1 on Midzi. What a cheeky little move from the Alpine. Nicely done. Now Corey gonna have a look. All these guys on that same strategy, 6-lap old tires, so it's not really an advantage apart from maybe preserving heat into the tires during that safety car period. See Simba definitely getting the better restart launch and has now officially taken the lead of this race. Corey, though, on the charge. Sora right there as well. Oh my goodness, there's contact. There was definite contact between the Red Bull and the Haas. But it looks like Corey going to maintain that position. That was toits there from those drivers. So you can see drivers pushing it to the limit on these final laps. Sora now having a look at Midzi. No DRS assistance for the first 2 laps here after Bert has come in. Oh my goodness. Now Midzi trying to return the favor as we go into Casio. Simba gonna keep the position though. Now it's all about that exit speed coming out of the final corners. Going long straight down into turn 1. And yet no one able to make a move as of yet. Oh, there's more contact. Sora making more contact with Corey there. So Sora is trying to get past on that 3-lap fresher mediums. But he just can't get it done. And he can't get it safely done either. That's the thing. Just, you know, kind of adding to the fact on how hard it is to overtake. And as soon as I say that, of course, snipes Snipe in another position, up into P5 on the fresh softs. And is making a charge now. Snipes, our championship leader. Trying not to let Corey catch up too much. I think right now Corey will get 5 more points towards the driver's championship than Snipes at this point. The gap I think is at 30, so it would be 25 points total if things were to stay as it stands right now. Those are some quick maths for you. I'm sure the admins can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Meanwhile, Sora, is this the time? Sora, go for the move, goes deep. Oh, there's definite contact. Sora and Corey. Oh, my goodness. There is definite contact. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. They're Haas of Corey and Crispy. Oh, my goodness. And Corey is going to be fuming. I mean, this has just opened up the door for Jacob now. What a race this has turned out to be. Definite drama, definite heartbreak. I'm sure the stewards are going to have some fun after this race. But oh boy. Definitely not drama-free here today. Let's get a look as we just come into the Casio. What a move. I mean, Sora risked it for the biscuit, then they made contact. And it wasn't here. It was actually right after, just as like 3 wide. And you can see the Williams just coming up the inside. I think that was Sparks. And, yeah, absolute heartbreak there for SLR Corey. Meanwhile, Sora now going for P2 in this race. Oh, my goodness. That was a cheeky little move there from Sora. And Snipes keeping P5, it seems. Ham now going for a move. Did I see that correctly? Nope, sorry. All right, catch now. Sorry, Sora has the lead of this race. And Gorzy's trying to come up the inside of Jacob. Oh, Gorzy's off, though! Gorzy is off! Side-by-side action fails once again. Hello, Vice. Oh, my goodness. Just death everywhere. Hopefully this is the last replay and we can just watch the rest of this race in peace. But yeah, just coming out of turn 2 and yeah, heartbreak for Gorzy. Now we just move on, continue on. 1.5 laps to go. Not much time remaining here in this race. Championship leader Snipes on the heels of Ham. I'm sure Snipes the only one that's happy about the incident with Corey, considering that Corey was going to be catching up to Snipes in the championship, and now you got Snipes trying to look on the inside of Ham. Can he get it done? Ham has no battery. Oh, he lost the rear. Oh, no. Ham lost the rear. It wasn't his fault, but they definitely made contact. And the ending to this race is not disappointed. Meanwhile, you got Simba has now retaken P1. He's used pretty much all his battery, but so is Sora. They are literally running on the fumes when it comes to the battery. B Midzi sitting in P3. What a race this has ended up being. Can Simba hold off Sora? Is, I guess, the main question here. I'm going to stay with these guys. I don't want to get yelled at. Sora now. We're going to the hairpin. We've seen Sora make some sneaky moves already. Is one more in store for us? They're literally same battery. That's ridiculous. Midzi's caught up a little bit. It's not going to be enough. Sora had to watch his braking there. We're going to stay on board with Sora. Trying to get a good exit out of Spoon. They're both Oh, he's just... No, it's just Sora using the bats. Now Simba's using bats. Is it too late? The slipstream. They go through the R. They are literally nose to bumper. Oh, my goodness. That's the one chicane. Simba gets a good exit. I think he's held it. What a ending to this race. Wow. Oh, my goodness. My throat cannot handle it. There's the incident with him and Snipes. Snipes, though, settling for P3. I'm sure he'll enjoy that. Actually, sorry, P4. Sora just retired, by the way, and just put Sora down as a DNF. Which, obviously, is going to make the admin's life a lot harder. Sorry, admins. Also, it makes my life confusing, because all these guys are one place behind where they actually should be. But, yeah, as long as we know that, folks. So Sora, definitely not last, has finished clearly in first. And Corey will not actually get the fastest lap point either, because of the fact... Oh, my goodness. And now Jacob has retired from the session as well. Oh, boy. So, confusion for the admins. Hopefully, they were able to get a screenshot before everyone retired, because it probably just makes things a lot more complicated for them. But I'm going to do my best right here to read out what exactly went down. By the way, I'm literally just reading this. Sem, if you are hearing this, I'm literally just reading your comment now. I apologize. I did not see that, or did not even look. Definitely would have had you on stream. But, of course, I'm an idiot. So, anyways, here we go. Simba, P1, B Midzi, P2, Snipes, P3, Drastic, or sorry. Wow. Sora, P1, Simba, P2. Holy crap. What is it? Is it Sora? No, it's Simba, P1, Sora, P2, B Midzi, P3, Snipes, P4, Blaze, P5, Ham, P6, Mercs, P7, Jam, P8, Metal, P9, Crispy, P10. And yeah, that's round out the points. That'll round out the points. And then I think it was Jacob, Corey, Sparks. You get it. Confusing, complicated. I wish all the admins the best of luck. But yeah, that's the full thing. And as promised, because I don't